Hi guys, so if you're looking for a way to get better at skiing in the summertime, any movement-based sport that you're learning body control or learning some sort of tactic is going to be good. I generally think that mountain biking and yoga are two really good ones, but I think one that I have never explored myself, at least as an adult, is inline skating. And inline skating is extremely good for skiing because it mimics movements we do, especially in dynamic ski turns, better than about anything else that we're going to do. In fact, I would say that the biggest reason to do inline skating, and we're going to talk about this in the video, is because if you have a stem or a wedge or a pivot in your turn at all, and you don't tend to have the tail follow the tip, inline skating is going to essentially get rid of that. You just can't do that with both of your feet on the ground with inline skates. The skate does not pivot if it's flat, at least on most frames. These are even a rockered frame, which is something we're going to talk about real quick, about the equipment too. We're going to kind of do this in multiple parts for the video just because it's going to make it a lot more concise for each video. And but basically, you cannot stem, you cannot wedge, you cannot pivot your entries in an inline skate parallel turn. That doesn't mean to say that you can't step through a turn, because clearly you can. That's literally just skating. But with skiing, for mimicking skiing, I'm going to go ahead and show you why that, I mean, if we do turns like we do on skis and inline skates, it basically is going to force a lot of correct movements on you. I won't say it's 100% because it's not, but we're going to talk about things you can do to make it 100%. So guys, there isn't really a drill here or anything. It's just basically, if you can parallel turn on skis, or think you can. Most people are not actually parallel turning though. If you look around the hill, most people are doing wedge stem, some sort of pivot, which I guess is parallel, but not really what we're going for most of the time. Again, pivots aren't necessarily bad. They're just something you don't want to have as your default. And also diverging skis, at least really diverging skis. If both your skates are on the ground on inlines, you are not going to be able to do any of this stuff. So essentially, just inline parallel turning is going to make your parallel turns better on skis with some caveats, which we might get into in another video. But I hope you guys like the video. If you do, like and subscribe. There's definitely going to be some inline content this summer. There may be some mountain bike content. There's still skiing content to come out, but I know I didn't post as much this winter. I had a lot of technical difficulties with the audio though. So, but more inline content relating to skiing, maybe even just some straight up inline content. And but I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this inspires some people. I mean, when you think about it, yes, can be a costly way, but it costs less than a half-day lesson than most major resorts. In fact, if you do it right, it probably costs as much as a group lesson. So you can get a whole bunch of experience, a whole bunch of time on snow, without actually that much money. So, thanks guys.